Okay. So basically, like every organization will have their own products and services, right? So when they sell the products or services to the customers, so some type of for some type of products and services, so they also need to provide some service uh, till certain time or lifetime. So so in that case, like we need to use B2B service module. So whatever we are seeing within this service request site, so this module is called B2B service. So it covers the service for B2B scenarios, like business to business services. So it will be taken care. So the main or core object within service B2B service is service request. So service request is nothing but if you see a generic like support scenarios, right? So we will buy some product, and if there is any defect, right? If any defect or in that particular product, so we will raise a ticket, right? We will raise a support ticket against that product, and then we'll the customer center team will contact us. Then they'll provide some steps to resolve, and if needed, they will call us, and then they will connect with us, and then they will check with us, and then finally once the issue is resolved, right, then they will close the ticket. So and then they will uh, make it as a like some kind of a scenario, right? Like for this issue, this is the scenario they got, uh, and we provided this solution. So they will make a one kind of a document. So what is the issue and the what is the resolution for that issue? So they will also make it a document. So usually this will be the process. So this is a high level process, right? So the same will be applicable in B2B scenario also. Suppose uh, so through opportunities, right, through opportunities and leads, like we will be selling some products to the end customers, right, some accounts. Then after selling those, they are our those accounts are our customers. So like so we need to provide some service. So to create service requests, we have different ways of creating service requests. So the very first one is through UI. So, like so this application, like whatever we are seeing, right, service area or the service tab, service request. So this UI, like end customer will not have access. So because there can be many end customers, right? So we won't like give access to end customers to create service requests. So but as an agent, as a service agent or service support agent, right, uh, like I'll create one user, service agent user, and then I'll give necessary access to create service request or to manage service request, to see the account, so something like that. So as an agent, like maybe suppose if I am a customer, so I'll call to the agent, support customer care center number, and it will connect to some agent. So that agent will pick up the phone, and he will ask the problem, and he may tell some reason, some solution. If that doesn't work, so then he may create a service request. So yeah, during the call itself they can create a service request, right? And so as an agent, finally he will collect the information from some website or through chat or some from different ways, and he can create uh, the service request on behalf of the customer. So when you create service request, right, uh, so we need to select the account, because like if it is a B2B scenario, account is it should be there, because so B2B service means we are dealing with account only, right? Account means one particular organization. We'll see the UI of creation of service request. Okay, yeah. So we will tell what is the title of the uh, request. So this is similar to like in one line or just one sentence. What is the description? Like show with the product, something like this. I'll mention like this as a title. And then if I am logging this service request against one particular account, right, I can select that account, and the primary contact uh, person, like who to whom I need to contact, like while working with the service request as an agent. So to whom I should contact on behalf of this account, so that I can mention here. And then severity I can choose, so which priority I can give, and if it is a critical, I can select this checkbox critical. And by default, when we are creating state service request, new service request, the status will be always new. If we want, we can like change at the later time, but not at creation time. We can select the product, right? So what is that product, right? We can select that product. And uh, like if I am a manager, so I can select the the agent who is available. So I can select the agent here, or I can I can, if I put my name here, so we will be the owner for this service request. And then channel type, if you see this channel type, so these are the different ways of service request coming in. If you see chat, email, Microsoft Teams, and then phone, IoT, SMS, social media, okay, and digital audio, video. So these are different ways of incoming that message, right? So based on that, he is creating this service request. So I can choose. He called me, and then so I'm creating. So I'll choose phone. And if you have any supporting documents, if they sent any like documents, so we can attach this, or if we have any like something articles related to this issue, we can attach in this attachments. and then category. So this category will tell this service request is under which type. So suppose like maybe because this is a issue, right? Issue with laptop product. So I can choose it is something will come under repair. So I can choose this category, and then I can give a detailed description here. And one more field, important field is queue. So this queue is nothing but like we may have a different like service request. So we can be uh, like queue is nothing but all the service requests will be placed into the right group. So suppose like if it is a defect with uh, like in laptops we have again different edge like maybe i3 or i4 i5 i7, right? So like if there is a support team which is taking care like which is taking care only i3, so we can create a queue for i3 processor, and then we can whatever like laptops coming with that i3 processor we can assign to that group, right? So so within that queue if there are any like members, so they can quickly resolve the issue. So that is how queue will be useful. And I'm clicking save and continue. So this is the detailed view of a service request. So um, so once SR is created, so he can enter like same information. Suppose like he was working on this SR, he can choose in progress. So that uh, like we'll get to know or our higher like manager, okay, they can know that this is like what this has been someone is working on this SR, so they will get to know that. Okay. So as soon as like service request is created, right? So you can see like I think there are some backend rules so which will assign queue. So okay, so it will assign queue automatically based on the service request type and maybe some category, right? So based on that conditions, it will assign a proper queue, so that uh, this service request will be in generic queue. So uh, any agents within this generic queue can pick up this SR, and then they can access this SR. But this is assigned to one person. Okay, and so I'll change the status to in progress. Okay. So now at the header you can see the some summarized information or very like important information like status, which account, severity, and primary contact, right? And a due date. So by what time I need to complete this service request. So that information is available here. So now I'm going to the second tab, that is messages. So in service requests, we have messages. So uh, um, so using this message tab, so we can do four types of messages. The very first one is internal note. Okay. So if I want to note something uh, uh, for this service request, so like this can be seen by only the other agents or whoever has access to this service request. So any service agent or service manager, so they can access, they can see this internal note. It means, so this particular message is can be seen by only internal people. So and like this we have other types, right? So like any other employee can reply to the same message. So it's like within our team. So if we are discussing something about this service request, right? So they can proceed with this internal notes. And then so if I want to send some response to my customer, right? So he created I created this SR on behalf of some uh, account, right? Some account or some person. Okay. So if I want to send an email, response email, so I can choose channel as email. Okay. And then I can select channel as um, uh, email, or if we have some specific from address, right? So at support.com or something at support.domain.com, support at domain.com, something like that. So we can choose that channel, that email address here, and then we can choose the uh, the to address. So here, if we add contact, right, in the primary contact, so by default it will come here. If we don't add in this list, by default all this primary contact will come. If we don't have contact, we can use a particular email address also. Okay. So for now I'm selecting my email address. Okay. So I'll say, so as an agent, I'm typing here. As an agent, I'm typing here, and so I'm the customer. Okay, think that this email user, right? So he is the customer. So I can type something like this. So I'll click on send. Okay, so this particular message or the response will be sent to my customer. So when he respond, right, so when he replied to this same message, so it we can see here it will come as a one more uh, reply. So and it will sit here, so we'll see that also. And this is response, right? So we are sending some message to customer, so in that case we can use this response. Okay, so now the customer entry is nothing but like on, so I'm on, so customer called on phone, and he gave something, okay, on behalf of customer. So right, if I am sending like if he's saying something, so we can add that. So whatever said by the customer, so I can put it here. And so yeah, here in the from, right, so I can choose that contact. So I can choose primary contact from in this one, so that this message is from that person. Okay, so this is called customer entry. Now, so if I want to share this entire history, right, history to someone, or to the customer, or to somebody, so I can choose forward. uh, I'll choose to address again. I'll show you the email that I received in this email. Okay, so I'm forwarding to one email. Okay, so now so these are the different ways of ways to communicate with customer or to the uh, internal team. We got this mail from the system, so we'll try to reply to the same email and see where it will place. So this is about messages. If like if that reply comes, right, so if that is a response to my like my response message, if that reply is for this one, so it will sit in this service request. So this will be my parent message, and under that that reply will be coming. Okay, so um, So then interaction history. So this will tell the different conversation histories with the customer. So from this we can see we have done two interactions, right, with the email. So we sent like two emails, like one maybe one forward and one customer and uh, one response, so that it registered here. And all the interactions, whatever, like whether it can be channel type of email or phone, channel type phone or something, it will be registered here. So if we do any calls, right, if we are using some like CK integration calls, so it will record everything here. So then we have contacts, where we can add a list of contacts, like whom we need to like reach out, right, for this service request. So we can add those people from the customer side, and you can always like note contacts will be always from the customer side, and team will be always from the like internal team, like whoever is the support team or that manager, right? So those will be the team members. And activities, like if we are going to meet like some, if we are going to meet some that person, right, like whether it can be like scheduled call, right? So we can create appointments. If we have any task related to this service request, we can create task report, log a call. So whenever we are doing some interaction, phone interactions, right, we can use this call report and log a call option. Then linked articles. So this is the place where we can link the knowledge articles. So if you aware of the like us Oracle support documents, right? So we will search any like if we have any product related issues, or like if we want some information, we'll search for that, right? And then we can get the document. So if you want to link those kind of articles to the service request, so we can just add that particular article here, so that it will be helpful to resolve this issue. If we found the related article, so we can go through that article and then we can refer. Then milestone. So milestones are the SLAs, right? SLAs means so for each customer or for each type of issue, so we need to like complete at a specified target time, right? If it is a critical task, or if it is a like installation issue or something, right? So then we need to prioritize that. So if it is a product defect, so then maybe like we can work like for some long time. But if it is a issue that can be fixed within 2 days, so it should be resolved as soon as possible. So based on that category or different parameters, so we can define the SLA. So at what time, like for what type of service request, at what time I need to complete. So that I can specify. So based on that, my milestones will be triggering. So by default, we will have two types of milestones. One is first response metric, and second one is resolution metric. So first response metric is nothing but how how fast or how soon we can reply, or we can send a first response. So it is like just now we sent one response message, right? Okay, we send a response message and we receive it. So if we send that first response message, right, first, whenever we send that response message, this first response milestone will be completed. The resolution metric will complete once we change the status from in progress to resolved. So then this resolution metric will be closed. So by default, you can see it has a due date of 6/4/22 5 p.m. right? So it has still few more days, but we completed before the target time, right? But if you see resolution metric, we have 3 weeks of time. So within this target time, we should complete this particular service request. So it's this SLAs are not compulsory. So it will just indicate at what time you need to complete this task. Okay, and if it reaches that like that time, right, maybe the service will request will be escalated, or it can be notified to the manager, something like that will can happen. But uh, yeah, it's not a like required, but it is just an indication to the manager or to the agent. So then parts, so this is related to right, if we are ordering some parts, right? So then we can add those parts and we can give ship address, all that. Okay, same with the work orders also. In relationships, it is just if we have any related SRs, I think. So those related SRs will be shown here. Then audit history. So this will just show the history of this uh, like this SR. Means who changed it, which field, right? So all of that it will be noted here. Yeah, but it will just show, it's not showing here, but it will show like suppose we change the status, right? So it will say at this date by this user, uh, uh, action is update and modify object is service request, and what is the new value. So it will tell like that. What is the old value? What is the new value? It will tell that information. So that is about the audit history. And then so this is all about service request. So in this service request, we also saw queues, right? So if we go to service request group, here we can see queues. We'll go to this queues. And this is the queues area. So where we can create queues, right? Like I'll say India queue. So uh, so if any like I can write some rule in like there is one assignment rules. So where we can write some conditions like if this is the country, then uh, assign this queue. Okay, so this is how we can create a queue. If we are using this queue for right for automatic assignment, so then we need to choose this distribution type as automatic. If we are assigning manually, then we can choose manual. So if we are using automatic, so then agent assignmenting and routing will need to use the that setup we need to use. But for now, I'm using manual. So in this queue, I can add resources like who will be the team members for this queue, and I can add groups, queue groups, and also overflow resources, additional resources. Okay, and if this is an auto distribution, right? So like we can assign. So like how auto distribution will work is, so if uh, any service request came to this queue, right? So in this queue, there are two agents, right? And uh, so the service requests will be assigned to those two persons automatically based on their queue. So suppose like there are two persons, right? So first service request will be assigned to first person. Next service request will be automatically assigned to the second person. So uh, uh, once they reach their capacity, right? So then it will be, then no service request will assign to them. So once they resolve the other service request, the remaining service requests will be automatically assigned. Okay. And one more thing, we'll see the knowledge article area within service request. So we'll go to service request. So in this right hand side, we have this restore pan, right? So if we click on this, so here it will automatically search for the related articles for this category type. So category or product, whatever, like if we define some rules, right? So based on this related uh, service request related information, the recommended articles will show some results. So suppose think this is my article. Okay, this is some document, right? So I can click on this document. It will take me to the document. Okay, it is asking to download. So that document I can download and then I can review it. Or if I want to link this article, right? to my service request. So where here I showed, right, linked articles. So if I click this link icon, so this article will be linked to this SR. Okay. Now if I go to linked articles, so I can see the my linked article here. Okay. So if it is resolved with this document, I can just select this checkbox. With this document, I can resolve this SR, this type of service request. So I can save this. Also, I can perform search based on our like custom search. If we want to search some documents, right, based on some keywords, I can use this search and then I can uh, proceed. And we have also smart text, right? So this smart text is nothing but quick, like we can, so we don't need to like type the common responses, right? Suppose like a quick response. While I'm sending the response, I don't need to type everything, but instead I can use like this predefined text for response. So here I just need to change like who is the customer. Okay, suppose I'm, so I can put all the information here. So and then I can save. I can save this particular uh, smart text, and then I can reuse in the messages, right? So if I again send some response, right? So here in this area, I can use the created smart text here. So suppose here I'll use quick response. So to use the existing smart text, right? So we need to click hash. So then the existing uh, predefined text will come. So we need to choose the quick response. Like suppose I want quick response. I'm selecting. Um, okay. So if you see or if you observe this, it automatically selects the some information except primary contact, because primary contact is not available. So I'll choose primary contact is Sonal Kumar. So then I'll just insert. Okay. Now you can see. So it says thank you Sonal Kumar. That is my like customer name, and the service request number submitted on the creation date, and related to the title, whatever title I gave to the sir, it automatically indicated, like it included. And then the service representative name. Suppose if I'm same person. So this is how we can use predefined smart text for sending responses or for any entries. Okay, I'm sending again. Okay, so it's asking me to select uh, the two address. Without two address, I can't select. I'll just add my email address. This is how we can use smart text also. Then okay. So now we have seen creation, the UI, right? So only from UI we saw how we can create SR, but usually this is not the scenario, right? So there are many ways. Like suppose usually support teams will give their email address. So suppose like support at hp.com, support at oracle.com. Okay, so what they are doing there, so we can use that email, and then we can send we can type our title, and then we can give the description in the body, and then we can send to that email address. So what in the backend, what it will do is it will process all the messages received to that support at oracle.com, and then it will create SRs. It will create SRs automatically. So based on the incoming messages. Okay, so that can be set up using this B2B service. So we can give some email addresses, and whenever like user sends their issues to that email, right? So automatically SRs can be created, and and then the like agents can pick up those SRs, and then they can work on it. Okay. So the milestone setups we can. So we for setuping milestones we have actually two ways. One is using contract management, and another one is using subscription management. So first for like now I clicked on contract management. We'll see the UI. So this is the contract management view. Okay. So here I'm going to define my coverage. So if you I'm going to define the milestone coverages or SLAs for my service requests. Okay. So if you see this one, so this is divided into 4 types, right? Standard coverage, diamond coverage, platinum coverage, bronze coverage. So we'll see one by one. So we'll see in the platinum coverage what all covered. Yeah. Okay. Now it is saying if severity is high, then use 24/7 calendar. So it means um, yeah, like everywhere we are using 24/7. So like the working time is 24/7. So in it means 24/7 means working time is 24/7, and the first response metric is 480 minutes. So 480 minutes, if we can convert to hours, so I think it will be 480 divided by 60, so 8 hours. 480 minutes divided by 60, that is 8 hours. So whatever value we give here, this will be minutes. That's what we need to note down. And warning threshold means, so before 30 minutes it can show you warning. So that is you are about to reach the first response metric time. So the same way resolution metric So this is the time we gave. And then the resolution threshold, it will be 60 minutes. So like this, if we see if it is a medium severity, the time is increasing. Okay. And if you see low priority, then time is always, it's increasing by priority. Okay. So this is for platinum coverage. So like this, we can, in the condition column, right, we can choose some other, like some other types also. Currently, they were using severity like this. We can use some other fields also. So once we define this coverages, right, different coverages. So somewhere we need to use, right, we need to specify this. So if you see the differences also, platinum, diamond, bronze, I think the time is like the time setup, if you see, it was previously some 480, right? But if you see for high priority, it is even less. It means uh, in bronze coverage, they need to complete the first response within 2 hours. So that is what this means. So like this, we can just define the coverages. So once we define like this coverages, we need to use this default coverage. And here we can assign the coverages, whatever we need. And here, if you see, we can assign the this coverages for different customers. So if we have some specific customer, right? So like in this case for Pinnacle Technologies, so we are treating it as a platinum coverage. So that particular timings will be applicable for this customer, for this account. And similar way, like for other customers, we are giving diamond or platinum, whatever it is. But if it is a global, so it means if for other customers, so the default coverage will be platinum coverage. So that is what we can specify here. Also, we can define the calendars. Okay, if we go to manage availability, right? So here we can define the calendars. So suppose like we may have shifts, right? So something like we won't be working 24/7. So like if you see this 24/5, this means I think excluding weekends. And like this, we can define calendar, and then we can choose the time. So what is the available time? Suppose like so if my business is working 8 to 5, so I can choose that particular time here, 8 to time, so that all this calculations, right, due date calculations, so it will be run by this business hours specified in the calendar. So even if it is like suppose so currently I am maybe uh, currently suppose I'm working at 4 p.m. My business hours ends at 5 p.m. So if my first response is 2 hours, so it will calculate, so 1 hour from 4 to 5, and remaining 1 hour will be next day starting of my business hour, that is 8 to like 8 to 5, right? 8 to 5 if I consider my business hours, so 9th will be my due date. 9 p.m. will be my due date. Next day 9 p.m. will be my due date. So like that, the business hours, this manage availability will help in calculating the due date. And we can use we can exceptions, we can use like for any holidays, right? Any holidays we can define, and any like break times we can define here using this calendar.